Hello dear students, welcome everybody. In this video, I am to talk about one poem that comes under BA 4th year major English students. This course is literature for language development. Under this course, this belongs to unit 3rd. That is exploring language through literary text. It is English poetry, and the uh, title of the poem is Trees in the Garden. It is number 3rd poem according to that unit under that course literature for language development. The title is Trees in the Garden. This poem was composed by David Herbert Lawrence, who is famous English novelist, essayist, and writer poet there. D.S. Lawrence, his name is short D.S. Lawrence, was born in 1885 and died in 1930. We will discuss the poem in both Nepali and in English. We will discuss in this video. So watch the video till the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this. That always make me motivate to make such kind of video in the days to come. Now let's go to discuss about this poem, Trees in the Garden. विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू विशेष गरेर ट्रिज इन द गार्डन भन्ने शीर्षकमा लेखिएको यस कवितामा डीएस लरेन्सले एउटा प्रकृतिको चित्रण गरेका छन्। वास्तवमा एउटा प्राकृतिक संसारको सुन्दरताको बारेमा चर्चा गरिएको छ। डीएस लरेन्सले यस कविता मार्फत एउटा ट्रिज जुन रूपमा प्रकृतिमा भएका वनस्पतिहरू प्लान्ट्सहरूको लाइफ साइकल हुन्छ, त्यो लाइफ साइकल चाहिँ ह्युमन लाइफ साइकल एउटा मानिसको जीवन चक्रसँग जोडिएको हुन्छ। किनभने प्रकृति र मानिसको अन्योन्याश्रित सम्बन्ध रहेको हुन्छ। हामीले प्रकृतिको संरक्षण गर्यौं भने त्यसको सहयोग, त्यो संरक्षणबाट हामीले धेरै फाइदाहरू लिन सक्छौं। किनभने त्यो हरेक मानिसको लागि एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण पक्ष रहन्छ भनेर डीएस लरेन्सले यस कवितामा एउटा प्रकृतिको बारेमा चर्चा गरेका छन्। र यहाँनिर यस कवितामा लरेन्सले प्रकृतिमा पाइने विभिन्न खोलानालाहरू, प्राकृतिक वनस्पतिहरू, रुखहरू र उनले आफ्नो गार्डनमा भएका चाहिँ रुखहरूको बारेमा उनले व्याख्या गरेका छन् यस कवितामा। जस अनुसार एउटा ती रुखहरू जुन गार्डनमा उनको गार्डनमा रहेका थिए, ती प्लान्ट्सहरू जसले एउटा ह्युमन बिङ्सलाई, उनीहरूको जीवनलाई र अस्तित्व, उनको जीवनलाई एउटा सफल बनाउनको लागि महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका निर्वाह गरेको हुन्छ। र यहाँनिर यस कवितामा डीएस लरेन्सले ट्रिज, प्लान्ट्सहरू डाइरेक्टली एसोसिएटेड विथ द ह्युमन बिङ्स र एउटा वनस्पतिहरू, बोट बिरुवाहरू चाहिँ हरेक मानिसहरूसँग, उनीहरूको जीवनसँग प्रत्यक्ष सम्बन्ध जोडिएको हुन्छ, सम्बन्ध गाँसिएको हुन्छ। र हामीले प्रकृतिको संरक्षण गर्नुपर्छ। किनभने प्रकृति नै हामी हरेक मानवीय समुदायको लागि, हरेक मानिसको लागि एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण देन हो, महत्त्वपूर्ण तत्त्व हो भनेर चाहिँ यस कवितामा डीएस लरेन्सले प्रकृतिको प्रशंसा गरेका छन्। र प्रकृति हरेक मानव जीवनको लागि आवश्यक तत्त्व हो, आवश्यक प्रक्रिया हो भनेर चाहिँ उनले जोड दिएका छन्। र यो कविताको यसको मुख्य जिस्ट नै यही रहेको छ, ट्रिज इन द गार्डन। Now dear students, let's discuss about this poem in detail, interpretation of this poem in English here. Well, dear students, now Trees in the Garden. This poem was composed by D.S. Lawrence, who was a famous English novelist, satirist writer, poet, and essayist. Especially in this poem, the poet celebrates the beauty of the natural world here. Here, the nature is filled with enough trees, deer, and plants with their unique and mysterious features like colors, shapes, and sizes, smell, and their leaves, strong branches, and grow into different directions here. In this poem, the poet celebrates the beauty of the natural world here. Here, the poet as a speaker describes the calmness of the plants in the garden just before the coming of the thunderstorm, how that is nature is related with the human beings is presented in this poem. Here, the poet seems to connect the life cycle of plants with the man's life here in this poem. The poet talks about the importance of a natural world, the importance of nature, the importance of plants and trees for human beings. The poem has been depicted here. Especially in the poem, the poet has been developed in certain uniformity, which represents the life cycle of the trees there in this poem. Similarly, here, the poem is very descriptive, like a painting that tries to capture the beauty of the nature that the poet sees, and the mood is praising the beauty of the trees here. the poet he observed the beautiful garden there and the trees and plants there, and that ultimately he praises, he admires the beauty of the nature. Nature always play a very important role for human beings. So nature and human beings are directly associated each other. The poet has been uh, described the ideas here. The poem has been described the idea here, especially the trees are almost lively, spirited with young like humans there. And in this poem, uh, is this poem is illustrating the majesty and the mystic power of the trees. The poet has described this concept in this poem. And similarly, in this poem, the poet believes that natural objects such as a river, plants, trees, and rocks possess a soul or spirit, possess very important aspect for the sake of human beings. So the poet gives the life to every plant that he sees in the garden. The poet has been uh, discussed here, especially in this poem. D.S. Lawrence, he discussed that Trees in the Garden is an amnestic poem here. That is, the poet believes that natural objects such as rivers, plants, trees, and rock possesses the most important vital part for human beings here. D.S. Lawrence always talks about the importance of nature for human beings here in this poem. Similarly, uh, the poet admires everything that is in the nature. Here, the poem expresses the speaker thoughts freely, representing the unrestrainable force of nature that is both charming and creepy there. And finally, the poet describes the exterior beauty of the plants, and on the other side, he illustrates the interior strength and ability of revitalization. So ultimately, we can say that in this poem, the poet talks about the beauty of the natural world. Due to the natural world, human life is getting success and human life is possible there. So we should preserve and we should conserve the natural resources. We should focus, we should uh, understand uh, the nature and go accordingly. That means our life is directly associated with the nature, directly associated with the plants and trees there. That is the main idea in this poem. That is all about this poem, Trees in the Garden by D.S. Lawrence. I hope you student got the concept. If you have any confusion regarding this poem or and other some stories and drama from this literature for language development, you can put a comment on this video so that I can give a reply there. Now, hope to meet you all in the next video with another interesting poem, another interesting text. Till then, goodbye, take care, have a good time.